After nearly a decade, Davante Adams and Derek Carr are reuniting in Las Vegas, and now are looking to go off just like they did back at Fresno State. So let's talk about it.
Back with pressure in his face, taking a shot for Adams, who's got it, and Adams is in.
Rewind back to 2012, when Davante arrived at campus a few years after the rising star in Derek Carr. The brother of former number 1 pick David Carr and Derek originally joined the team in 2009, but after redshirting the following year, didn't really get to play until 2011. His over 3,500 yards and 26 touchdowns were proof enough that he had the talent to start moving forward, and after a certain addition the following year, he took his game to the next level. After redshirting the previous season, there weren't all that crazy of expectations on Davante to do well in his first actual year. But let's just say he did pretty dang well. Over 1,300 yards receiving and 14 touchdowns in only his first season with the Bulldogs proved that Davante was a one-of-a-kind talent. Derek's over 4,100 yards and 37 touchdowns with Davante out wide seemed crazy enough, but going into what was looking like each of their last year with the team, Derek and Davante took it to the next level. From beginning to end, the two were on demon timing, as Derek passed for over 5,050, and Davante had over 1,700 and a ridiculous 24 touchdowns in only his second actual season with Fresno State. After such a ridiculous year for both of them, they decided to declare for the NFL draft, with Derek going 36th overall to Oakland and Davante 53rd to Green Bay. Over the next 8 years, the two each developed a name for themselves, as they both were able to do their thing on the next level. Davante may have done it a bit more than Derek, as he quickly became one of, if not the best wide receivers in football with Rodgers under center. But Derek has been able to lead the now Las Vegas Raiders to a decent bit of success, all things considered. Although my man Davante was doing his thing in Green Bay, with his contract up this offseason, he decided to weigh his options. Considering the fact that Rodgers re-signed a 4-year deal with the Packers, many, including myself, expected Davante to file suit. Well, just so happened that Green Bay decided to use a certain franchise tag on the stud. And I guess it was the straw that broke the camel's back as Davante packed his bags.
Breaking news out of Green Bay. We go straight to Tom Pelissero on the details of what's going on with Davante Adams.
I mean, Davante said he wouldn't play under the tag, but it doesn't seem like the Packers really cared at all. After feeling disrespected by the team that he played for the last 8 years, Davante decided to reunite with his bud in Las Vegas. A 5-year, $141 million deal to become the highest paid wide receiver in football history was not too bad as well, as he was able to become yet another insane addition to an already ridiculously overpowered AFC West. In order to celebrate the reunion with his former and now new quarterback, Davante bought a house right next to Derek in good old Vegas. If that isn't proof enough, my man Davante is happy to be back with Derek, and I'm sure the two are looking to do their thing once again. It may be more difficult in the NFL than at Fresno State, but both of them have already proved that they can play well on the next level. So now that they are on the same team, it becomes that much more interesting. Keep in mind that the Raiders also added Chandler Jones to the defense, and could potentially pick up Gilmore in the next few days. With those additions, along with the fact that the team was already a touchdown away from the divisional, I would say the future is bright for Las Vegas. On offense, the team now has Waller, Renfrow, and Davante, which is what I would consider a pretty dang stacked receiver room if I've ever seen one. I mean, they're going to need it in what could be the best division in football of all time, with each and every team having stacked rosters. But I think the sole fact that they have Davante gives them the ability to contend with the best of the best. A big reason why I think they could be the real deal for at least the next few years is because Davante actually wants to play in Vegas with Derek. And although the money was good, it wasn't the real reason. Ever since he left college back in 2013, Derek has had studs like Amari Cooper and now Darren Waller, but I'm sure him and the rest of the football world knows that Davante is one of a kind. In a league packed with receiver talent, Davante could very well be the best of the bunch, and has been for quite a bit. Now that he is with the silver and black, the Raiders and Derek have talked about an extension to keep the duo together for as long as possible. I'm pretty sure Derek would be fine with playing with one of his best friends, and arguably the best wide receiver in football, so I'm sure he'll stay along for the ride. With the two both excited to go off in Vegas, I think the Raiders' offseason has potential to be one of the best in the league. I mean, just look at the team. You got the ridiculously talented Darren Waller, playing like one of the best tight ends, and honestly wide receivers in football. Renfrow going off like usual, and now Davante Adams creating a matchup nightmare for anyone you line up against. Imagine going up against that offense if your defense is anything but one of the best. Sounds like a nightmare. But anyways, I mean, I would love to see the offense go up against a team like the Rams or Bills, because I think Davante takes them to that next level. and so I think they could potentially win those games with him out wide. But since there are quite a few weapons on the offensive side, I don't think Davante is going to put up some ridiculous stats. And instead, I think he could put up around like 1,300 and maybe like 12 or 13 touchdowns, with Derek still likely trying to feed him like crazy. Considering how much talent they have out wide, Derek could very well pass for over 5,000, which is not all that crazy considering he passed for over 4,800 last year, and that was without his Fresno State bud. Not only do I think Davante will eat, but I think the pickup will open up opportunities for Hunter and Darren to go off that much more than before. What do you guys think? Is Davante the missing piece for a potential Super Bowl team in Las Vegas? Or is it still not enough to contend in such a ridiculous division? Let me know in the comments down below. Derek Carr and Davante Adams are back in business now in the silver and black, and I for one am excited to see if they can do their thing once again.
It's real, so I'm excited. I'm ready to get to work, and we're going to do this thing.
He pumps. He throws back against the grain. Adams is in.
Thanks for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below stuff you want next. But anyways, see you all soon, and peace out.